quick overview of how I use Vim's built-in kind of make command and compiler features to run pytest tests from within my editor. So you can see I've got a test in front of me. If I want to run this test, I just use the make command. You can see here that it's all it's doing is shelling out to pytest and then passing the output. At some point my editor has configured the make prg command, which is the default command that Make's going to use, to just be pytest. If that's not the case on your system, you can just reconfigure it to be whatever you want it to be, right? If I have a failing test, I can run both those tests again. If any failures happen, I can open the quick fix list, and you can see this has been populated by certain examples, which I can jump to, right? If I hit enter on this quick fix example, it's going to jump to that location in the editor where it failed. If I have kind of multiple failing tests, and I run make again after saving, you can see I can jump to all of these kind of failing examples, which I find to be quite useful. So what controls the kind of how this quick fix list is populated and passed is actually the built-in kind of compiler feature. You can see here that we're using Vim's built-in kind of pytest compiler, which defines just an error format, which tells Vim, given an output from a make command, here is how you pass this file. And likely in here, the pytest compiler is actually setting the default make prg command, right? Not every compiler will set its own make command. So to kind of demonstrate the difference between those is, if I set the compiler to be pyunit-test, it won't set the makefile command. So now if I run make, it's going to continue to run pytest, but it's going to mess up the parsing of my quick fix list. You can see I've no longer got any syntax highlighted entries here, so I can't jump to the right one. So I do have to make sure that I've set the corresponding compiler to be able to pass the make command that I have configured. There's just like some subtle weirdness there. So I set it back to pytest, I run it, I can now jump to these things. What you're seeing here is actually Vim dispatch being used in NeoVim's built-in terminal, which means I can do things like set breakpoints and run tests with a certain like key combination, and use the built-in terminal feature to like type down here, so I can start debugging tests and figure out what's going wrong. Okay, so once I've figured out what's gone wrong, let me fix those tests, I can quickly rerun everything, and it just triggers it in the background. So yeah, that's how I use Vim's built-in kind of make command and compiler feature to leverage kind of the power of the editor to do different things. And the cool thing about this is you can kind of set different make prg commands per file. So for anything that has test in it, I'll run pytest. For anything that's just regular Python, I might run mypy, all with the same key bindings, all with different compilers that just pass the output and allow me to jump to places in my editor where things fail. So yeah, hopefully that is useful.